Alright, in the previous step we learned how we can use lep in our smooth change or any variable. Okay, in this step we want to learn how we can remove an object in Unity or even remove a component in Unity. For example, a public game object, a cube. Okay, I want to remove this object, not set active, true or false. I'm talking about this. Let me finish this guy. I'm talking about this, fully removed from hierarchy. Okay, let's come back to the Visual Studio, and here we will say whenever we press input.get key down key code dot delete dot d. Okay, and we will call this function destroy which object? Cube object. Okay, let's come back to the Unity and now play the scene to be able to test this function. But before testing this function, let's add part 15, the main camera, and drag and drop cube object into the cube variable. Now play the scene. Okay, now I'm pressing D. It has been deleted from the scene. This is exactly what we want. But look at this, I press D and immediately it removed the object. Let's add another function. Imagine we want to say, okay, press D and after 5 seconds, remove the object. Okay? There's two solutions to having this result. First, we can make a function which called destroy my cube. Okay, and now call this function here by invoke. Invoke, it is a method in C# Unity which you can call a function with a delay, a specific delay. Okay, for example, after 2 seconds, please call this function. And now inside this function, we can say, okay, just print the cube has been removed. Okay, and it can be any other a script. What matter is after 2 seconds we will call this function. This invoke structure is really important because without and this comma and this number, it can be, for example, float, for example 2.5 seconds, 2.5 seconds. Without this structure it won't work. And now play the scene. Come on, my computer is tired today, sorry. Alright, now play the scene. Okay, I press D. That's it. After 2.5 seconds, the cube object has been removed and we have this message on console. But if we want to have just destroy object, not anything else, we can use another solution. Another solution is, let's remove this guy and cut, paste here. A destroy function has two instructions. First is just adding a cube object or any other target object. and it removed the object immediately. But we can add a comma and add a float number, 2.5 f. It means after 2.5 seconds, it just removed the object. That's it. No extra works, no extra object function required. Okay, let's play the scene and press D. That's it. It's removed. Perfect. Okay, we learned how we can remove an object immediately or by a delay. Let's do something else. Instead of this game object, we will say a mesh renderer. Okay, and also we will say public mesh collider cube renderer and cube collider. Perfect. We will say mesh renderer needs to remove, instead of an object, you can add even a component or a script here. Okay? Let's remove mesh renderer component of our cube after 2.5 seconds. And also, let's remove cube collider immediately. Okay? Let's come back to the scene. Alright. Now, let's drag and drop cube to this one and also cube again for collider to this guy. And now play the scene. Look at the cube. Mesh renderer and mesh collider, box collider. The box collider removed immediately and mesh renderer removed after 2.5 seconds. This is exactly what we wanted from the beginning. That's it. Okay, let's go to the next step.